Good morning and welcome to the Coalition for the Homeless 2020 World Homeless Day virtual brunch. Our theme again this year is pancakes and solutions. I'm so glad you are here to learn more about the Coalition and the critical work that this organization does on a daily basis to help solve homelessness. The Coalition was founded in 1982 by former Mayor Kathy Whitmire and County Judge John Lindsay, along with the locally infamous trio, the Three Amigos, Archbishop Fiorenza, Rabbi Karff, and Reverend Lawson. Many of you may be aware that Rabbi Karff passed away in August. We are proud to be a part of and to honor Rabbi Karff's legacy. As Houston faced a major recession in the early 80s that threw families and individuals into poverty and homelessness, these visionary leaders created the Coalition, an impartial coordinator of and collaborator with Houston's homeless service agencies, local governments, and faith groups to make strong, lasting connections and achieve meaningful results. As I reflect on how far the Coalition has come in the last 4 decades, I also can't help but notice that today we find ourselves again in an extraordinary and difficult time as we face a global pandemic whose economic fallout we still can't fully predict. Mike Nichols, the Coalition's president and CEO, will talk a bit more about our work to create and coordinate a response to COVID, especially for those in our community experiencing homelessness. But first, I want to share a bit more about why I'm proud to serve as the chairman of the board for the Coalition. Before 2011, the dozens of local homeless service providers were working in silos, serving thousands of people in crisis, but often lacking collaboration and frustrated with seeing no regional results. We were a community that was simply managing homelessness day to day rather than solving it over the long term. By naming the Coalition as the lead agency to coordinate the local homeless response system, an opportunity was created for Houston to be its best. By accepting the responsibility to objectively and critically assess our community's response to a clear need, the crisis of homelessness, the Coalition has been able to influence and drive strategies, support the collaboration of partners, and most importantly, help build a response system that is recognized as being incredibly effective and efficient. Since the Coalition accepted the role as lead agency, more than 19,000 people have been housed, with 85% remaining in homes over the long term. At the same time, overall homelessness in our region has decreased by 54%. The Coalition also leads the work to identify, secure, and align the funding needed to implement critical, impactful programs. In 2019, the Coalition coordinated more than $55 million in public funds for the community. And we do this work very efficiently. For every private dollar donated to the Coalition, we bring almost 37 new public dollars into the community so our direct partners can implement housing, outreach, and other essential programs. I hope you will be inspired by today's speakers, especially our keynote speaker, Chris Gardner, author of the autobiography, The Pursuit of Happiness, and inspiration for the critically acclaimed film starring Will Smith. And I hope you will be inspired to support the Coalition by not only making a financial gift in support of our unique and impactful organization, but also by committing to volunteerism in support of one of our more than 100 direct service partners. I can only speak to my personal experience, but to me, there is no greater inspiration that can be found by connecting with those we serve, those in our community experiencing homelessness. Thank you for spending part of your morning with us, and thank you for joining me to make a difference in our community. I know that together we can be an important part of making homelessness rare, brief, and non-recurring.